Parliamentary Reporter, Exercise 4 at the speed of 140 words per minute. Be ready? Start. Chairman Sir, a lot has been said in Times of India about the Make in India project of Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji. A lot of discussion has also taken place that Train 18 production was going on in the Integral Coach Factory ICF Chennai, and the Prime Minister flagged off the first Train 18, that is Vande Bharat, in the month of February, and the people of the country and passengers have liked it a lot. Indian Railways want to run 10 more such trains by March 2020, but now it is being heard that the production of Train 18 has been halted. It is also heard that there is some fault in the design of the train. Some of its parts are not available. There is another news that some multinational companies are constantly trying to create obstacles in the tendering process of Train 18. Sir, Train 18 is the most successful experiment of Make in India. The country wants to know whether there is any conspiracy being hatched in the country to make this project a failure. Is there any multinational company involved in this? Is there a conspiracy being hatched in order to delay this ambitious project? Train 18 is a game changer for Indian Railways, and therefore it is important to take it seriously. I want to know through you that whether the Train 18 project has been halted, and if so, the reasons therefore, and by when the production of the Train 18 will start again. This is what I want to know from the government. Chairman sir, thank you for giving me the opportunity to raise my issue. The people belonging to Bairwa community of the state of Rajasthan had been migrating to Delhi not only after independence but before independence as well for their livelihood and employment. Their number goes in lakhs. They have also started living here permanently for the past 30 to 40 years, especially in JJ colonies of Delhi. While Bhairawa community has been categorized as Dalits or scheduled caste in Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh, they have not been included in the list of scheduled caste in Union Territory of Delhi till now. Stop para. Although a survey has been conducted through National Scheduled Caste Commission as a part of the process for inclusion of this caste in the list of scheduled caste, this proposal has also reached the ministry concerned in the central government through the government of Delhi after the survey, but that matter is pending since 2013-14. Lakhs of such people who are all living here should have been included in the list of scheduled caste as they belong to the Dalit community and are also living here like that only. They qualify to be categorized as scheduled castes under Article 341 of the Constitution. My request to ministry through you is to take action on the long pending issue and include them in the list of scheduled caste. I want to inform about an issue for the benefit of the information and guidance to the members that the government will answer regarding the inclusion or exclusion of a particular caste, but I want to make it clear as chairman that there is a process for that. For inclusion of any caste, firstly, the proposal has to be passed by state's cabinet and respective state assembly, and after their recommendation reaches the registrar of census, which forwards the proposal to National Commission on Scheduled Castes or Scheduled Tribe as the case may be, and after their recommendations the matter is put up before the Union Cabinet for consideration, and after the approval of the Cabinet the proposal is placed before the Parliament for enactment. It becomes a law if passed and lapses if rejected by the Parliament. This is the process. We just stand up here and demand to include a particular caste. It does not happen just like that. Just now, we have seen our example of Uttar Pradesh. Sir, thank you for allowing me to speak on this. A retired army personnel, was beaten to death in his house in a North Indian state on 27th July. He was attacked by a bunch of miscreants who entered his house and broke his head with sticks. We all know that the army is a force which protects the nation. They don't fight what they see in front of them, but they fight for those who are behind them. They have love for the country and the people of India. So I would request through you, sir, that a proper investigation should be done into this incident and the miscreants who caused this be brought to book. Honorable Chairman, sir, I want to draw the attention of the government through the House towards the terrible injustice being meted out to the candidates taking the competitive exams through medium of Hindi and other Indian languages conducted by Union Public Service Commission last year. English question papers are translated through Google, which are usually incorrect and incomprehensible. It is difficult even for any talented student to correctly answer the questions when the questions itself are wrong. How can a right answer be given to wrong question? Sir, I want to put forth a few examples of Google translation done in the examination of Union Public Service Commission before you and the House as well. Sir, only Google or the officials of Union Public Service Commission can explain the meaning of these sentences as no profound scholar of Hindi can understand the meaning of these sentences nor he can explain it to us. Sir, the percentage of success in the medium of Hindi and other Indian languages in 2010 was 20%, while it has been reduced to a mere 2% after the implementation of CSET. Sir, last year out of 1122 candidates selected, there was just 26 Hindi speaking candidates and 27 other Indian language speaking candidates. 130 crore Indians feel proud when the Prime Minister of the country, Honorable Narendra Modi ji, speaks in Hindi at any international or national forum. But in our country, all the mother tongues, including Hindi, are the victim of a handful of people. Sir, the problem has taken the worst shape now. Therefore, I demand from the government to immediately exclude civil services aptitude test in the civil services examination. Secondly, the question papers should be originally set in Hindi or in any other Indian language and thereafter translated into English. Chairman sir, I want to draw the attention of the House and the Honorable Minister of HRD through you towards a serious issue. Sir, right now the enrollment is going on in Delhi University. Till date, our constitutional obligations has been that if an SC, ST, OBC or now even EWS is selected under unreserved category, he or she will be treated as unreserved and the remaining seats will move to different categories. This is being violated in various departments of University of Delhi. The Bulletin of Information says the merit list will include SC, ST, OBC and EWS irrespective of category that meet the criteria of merit for UR, whereas at the ground zero level it is being violated. I would urge the House through you, sir, that the Honorable HRD Minister must intervene and make sure that the idea of social justice is implemented in letter and spirit. Sir, through you, I am raising an issue about the gross injustice meted out to Punjab. I want to thank the Modi government regarding the Smart City project. This project was started by the Ministry of Urban Development in order to make not only the cities smart but also the people residing there. A list was made for the development of 100 cities under this project, out of which 3 cities from Punjab, namely Amritsar Sahib, the Makkah of Sikhs, and the Guru Nagari, Ludhiana, the world famous city of Hosri, and Jalandhar, which is a sports hub, were included. 1500 crore rupees were allocated and released in the year 2015, 5 years back, for this work by the central government. But due to non cooperation of the state government, this work is yet to be started. Sir, the smart cities envisaged road construction, sewage, water supply, street lights, good education and health services, etc. In addition to this, special amenities like community center, tree plantation, good traffic management were also aimed in this project in order to make the urban life equipped with all amenities and make the residents of these cities law abiding citizens. Stop. Hope you like the dictation. If you like the dictation, please like, subscribe, share with other, press the bell icon for more updates. Thank you.